Alright everybody, the moment you've been waiting for. We're going down under. Down under the truck. What did you think? We were going to Australia? Silly people. Alright, so what we're going to do, because I've waited to the heat of the summer to change differential fluid. It's not real bad, and I've changed it about I think a year or two ago. But I thought, checked it I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was kind of grimy. So we're going to go ahead and change it. So here we are underneath the truck. What's nice about this differential is, fill point obviously, but our drain point is super easy to get to. Right? If I can remember where it is. Got my sunglasses on for some dumb reason. But the case is pretty good. And since we got our drain plug here, and I'm not having any real issues with the differential, I'm like, well, hey, let's make it easy. We're not leaking here. There's some light seepage. But I'm like, well, hey, let's play easy on ourselves and, just change the fluid from here. So there's our little bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and release that. I believe it takes about 3 quarts of fluid. We got some 75-90 Lucas, like I put into the Firebird, full synthetic. Gonna give that a try and see how it does. Get a good grip on it. Well, I don't want to bend anything. We'll get it started here first. Might have too big of an extension, honestly. I might need just like a half. There we go. I didn't have it in far enough. So you can actually, with this bolt for the differential, you can get the drain valve here. Not valve, but drain plug. You can get the whole socket extension in there. So that's pretty cool. Apparently Hercules screwed it back in. Oh, good night. Oh, that was my head. Oh, man. I think I just whacked my head on the leaf spring. Good grief. That's so weird. Alright, so this is another edition of Saturday Projects with Todd. And my head hurts. Wah. But this is a really good differential. From what I've read, don't really know as much, but I know it's a lot better than my 1500s. But I never had an issue with my 1500, either the 94 GMC Sierra or the 2000 Tahoe. It's pretty dark, so not real bad, but it's pretty dark. There's some flow for you here. Ooh, yeah, see, this is why, even though it's like 1,000 degrees here in Florida, this is why I wanted to change it, because I saw the color on it last time and I'm like, nah, we need the old boy to keep on running, so let's go ahead and change that out. So got some air coming out, so I'm gonna drain it all here. And like I said, I'm not having any issues, so I'm not real concerned about checking the gears. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one here so that there's no air. Why did it be so tight? Ooh, there we go. But it's been good, nice and clean. This is the first 410 that I had. Actually, I'm sorry, that's wrong, because the first 410 axle that I had was actually Miles, the Suburban. even though that's the 10 bolt, I believe 8.5, 8.6. So yeah, that was actually my first 410 gear. That's funny. So, but I believe this is the 12 bolt, if I'm correct. So 2500 GMC. So, but once it gets done dripping, so here's that cool little plug. It's got a nice seal. Goes around here. It looks like it kind of threads right into it. Yeah. So it's a very good design. I have my sunglasses on here, so I should take those off to actually do this work correctly. Alright, I'm going to go grab our new fluid, our fluid pump, and I'm going to take this with me and pour it into a jug, see how much I had in there, pour that much in, and then see how much more to put into the differential. But like I said, I think it's close to 3 quarts. Alright, back in a minute. Alright, so we were just under 3 quarts of fluid that was in this diff. Alright, and that's about as tight as it'll go there. Well, I was going to do super clean right away, but if we go ahead and just wait, I'm sure we'll make a mess down the road. Alright, so we've got our star for the day is Lucas 7590. You know, a lot of tricks if you've got a little bit worn differential, or if you're doing a lot more heavy duty towing, like over the land, you know, just lots of heavy interstate miles, you might want to go up to a different weight. I'm not sure what weight that would be for you, but I think this, for my driving, about 170 miles roughly a week, which is pretty low, really, probably, but it's still, you know, it's still in town mileage. And this for sure is the easiest way I've found. You're gonna see all hands here, but it's definitely an easier way of doing this. Just get you one of these outboard motor pumps for the fluid in those, and just use it like for your differential, and it's pretty handy. You can use it for front differential as well, and that was when I did the new seal a couple years ago after the front end rebuild. Went ahead and fixed that. Thankfully that's holding well too, because before it was the left side of the front diff was really slinging oil all over the place. It was really concerning me, and it ended up being just a seal. Didn't have to do any bearings or anything. I didn't break the axle stub pulling it out. So the right side seems like it seeps a smidge, but nothing major, so we haven't messed with that. All the drive shafts seem to be doing fine. So overall, old boy's doing pretty well. I think the U-joints have been replaced on this one. It's got the old spring, the little spring clip in here, so I think that is an indication of the U-joints being replaced. I think typically on these it's that plastic mold injection deal. Now I think if I'm correct, it'll get down to maybe about right here, and that's as long as the as far as you can pump it out. So I went ahead and I've got 4 that I'm going to work out of. Here you can read the back of this. Lucas SAE 75W-90 synthetic gear oil with synthesized additives is a truly superior and, see, there it goes, super slick, long-lasting lubricant. It is designed especially for heavy-duty or high-performance applications where other gear lubricants might not be good enough. Contains a special synthesized additive package that ensures less gear rattle, less whine, longer bearing life due to better lubrication, meets or exceeds all manufacturer specifications. There you go. That's my little intro for you there. Should I do commercials? I think I could do commercials probably pretty well. Alright, so that's as far as that one will go. Make sure we don't transfer any dirt. There we go. So that one's still got some left in it, so we can pour it all into another container and have enough. So if I just do 3 of these full bottle quarts, then that's probably going to be all that we need. So obviously we're going to try to do the normal finger below the hole trick here. So I think normally I would do it where it was running out, but typically that is a little bit too much. If it's running out, you're a little bit too much. So we're going to put as much of these 3 as we can in, clean a pinky, and then dip a pinky in, see what it feels like. So this is the perfect hypoid gear oil. I do not know what a hypoid is. Anybody else know what a hypoid is? My hat just fell off. Ow. Hope everybody else's summer is going well. As much as I complain, mine is really doing just fine. So, no reason really to complain. The old work truck has been faithful and not given me any issues yet. Update. Not really an update, but we do have the new trailer ordered from Anvil Trailers for the lawn service outside of the Combustion Guys. So that will come soon. We're going to get Aunt on the Move, our sister Amy, to paint the floor and sides. We're going to go then the ceiling. We'll do the ceiling white, unless of course the ceiling is supposed to be insulated from Anvil, so we may just leave it whatever color the insulation is. I'll have to take a look at that. So, but anyways, I'm going to stop talking because Bear can clip this part out here, and once I get to the last and we do the finger test, the little pinky, then we'll go from there. So we'll talk at you later. Here's a second of this one. We'll be back. Alright, one thing I did forget to mention was it is really important for any newbies for rear diff fluid changes to make sure that you're on a flat surface, because that'll really helps make sure you got the right level in there. You're not off to one side, and you might not have your fluid in because the truck could be tilted that way, or you don't want it all tilted to the back, because then that's going to throw off your fluid angle too. So measuring it from here, if you had it tilted all the way up forwards or all the way back, if you had a tilted truck parked down in a hill, then it's going to fill up faster than it really is. You put back down a hill, then you're not going to be as full as you need to be. So we're on a nice flat area here. Clean my hands, and as you can see, I kind of went a little bit too full because it's dripping out the side here. So we're going to let the excess drip out here onto some dirty rags, and I'm going to stick my finger in, and well, actually I don't need to do that, stupid, because it's running out, so we know we're good. So, but there is a specific certain many millimeters, stick your finger in. If certain millimeters below, then you're good to go. So, but it looks like we're pretty well set here. Like I said, we'll just let the remainder kind of level off. See there, it starts again. So I'm just going to let it drip, kind of drip empty, and we'll go from there.